also taking chat, and I'm going to be talking about two different microphones, two very different microphones that we used on Derek. That might be the focus of this, but also just for those of you who are training in my at church at Spring Hill for mix critique. So just listen to this. This is my mix, so I can critique it freely without offending anybody or getting anybody's feelings hurt about what I say about their mix. So it's free day to pick on my own self. And I'm going to bring up that last week in my mix critique, we talked about Derek's mic, and it was an Audix OM2, something like that. Anyway, that mic is terrible on Derek, and mostly everybody I've ever heard it on, me. And so we did 4 or 5 mic tests this week with Derek, and we came up with the what is the mic that we came up with? It is a CAD 95. So it is a CAD 95. It is discontinued, so you can't find this microphone, but I found one used. I should not tell you guys about this because then everybody will go buy them and they'll be even more extinct. But there is a new microphone called a CAD 195, which I don't know that. I think you can get it, but I don't think it's as good. I've read reviews in the deep dark forums of the nerddom, and I believe that this mic right here is the only one that actually sounds awesome. It's an actual CAD 95. Okay, and this one I might buy this one if it's available. That's not a bad bad price, $49. It's hard to find the CAD 95 condenser mic, okay? It's a hot vocal mic. It's a hot, awesome vocal mic. The CAD 195 may be similar, but it's not the same. So what about it? Let me know what mic you guys are using. What mics do you guys using for your live stream? I mean, we use different mics on different people, and we're in the process of getting each person's going to get their own EQ. In fact, Derek, I just saved your EQ to the X32, so now your EQ compression for this microphone for your voice is saved in our mixer so that each week we can pull it up. Epic! 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 Today's election day. Also, in other news, so make sure you go vote. And my little neighbor kids were over here this morning saying who they were voting for, and I'm like, what? I'm not saying anything. So Derek this is the mic from this week. This is CAD 95 mix. I think we had a pretty good mix. Now we had this really high hiss. I don't know what it was. I don't know why it was, but it's not on anything. It's not on this one, but it is on the actual live stream. But listen to this, and I'll show you what Derek's mic sounded like last week, and we can listen to this week, and it'll be kind of fun to actually hear. This is the CAD 95. Mountains that I face, stronger than the power of the grave, constant in the trial and the change. That's funny. I was just laughing because Andy was back there putting his headphones on behind Derek. The pad sounds good. The acoustic sounds good. This acoustic sounds good today, Derek. This nice little acoustic sound, and the pad sounds nice. We had a pretty good mix. Who do we have? Sean's electric guitar sticking out there. Okay. Remains one thing remains your love. Your love never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives, never runs out on me. Your love never fails, never gives, never runs out on me. Your love. And on and on and on and on it goes. Yes, it overwhelms and satisfies my soul. All right, so I'll show you the mic after this. I'm liking this mix. I mean, there's a lot of verb on the electric guitar. I did that on purpose. It kind of sounds nice. The drums and the bass came in. It sounded good. Derek, what a great flow. This was that was really cool from acoustic. It kind of built really nice. I mean, that was good, dude. So good. Anyway, and the mix is just easy. It was just easy. And that was a good build. So I like that all. I verbed out the electric guitar a lot this week just to give it some more room. It's a distorted-ish tone. I wanted to give it some more space, so I just put a bunch of reverb. Next week, I think I'm going to put a 57 on the amp, and I think I'm going to put a large diaphragm sort of like a couple feet away from it. I don't know. It might. I'm going to try something like that on the amp. I'm going to try to dual mic it just a little bit to see if I can get some more space, because we only have one electric guitar player usually. So let's see here. Set up who is, and I think we are. Yeah, just checking to make sure. Yep, we're on all the live sets. So let's listen to Derek's mic from last week, the Audix OM2, and it was much, much muddier. Listen to this.
Christ has broken every chain. Meters. All of the heavens and the earth announce the fullness of your worth. Yes, we do. Yes, we know. Every enemy will flee.
All right, so you hear that is as good as I could get it with the Audix, okay? With a lot of work. I was messing with it a lot. And it still has this mid-range mud to it. Check it out compared to this week. Okay, so I'm not hearing like it's a night and day difference in my head. I'm not hearing such a night and day difference back and forth, back week to week. But the quality of it. Now, I'm saying that the overall in our room it sounds a ton different. On the live stream, I had such an insane amount of EQ on the mic that I got it to sound pretty good. It still sounded, it was still unruly. Like when Derek started singing out, it would just come out, and then when he sort of sang soft, it would get buried. It just didn't have the right. The microphone was off, but see, it's not like it didn't come out too terrible on the live stream, even though in the room it sounds really muddy. Listen to this. We'll keep listening.
Jesus, name above every other. Oh, hail the power of Jesus' name.
See, you can see how it has sort of that roundy muddiness to it, and then this is the next week. Let's go back here.
In life, I'm confident, covered by the power of your great love.
All right, so it cleaned up the mic a lot. I like it. You can tell a lot difference from there to here. Listen. Okay, it just sounds so much better. We also tried a 57 with the windscreen, which I liked on Derek's mic. And we might do that later, but the CAD 95 is nice. The only bad thing about that CAD 95 microphone is it is a really super hot, gainy mic. So it picks up some stuff around the stage, whatever, but I'm not too worried about that. You know, I don't mind having that in there too much. It's not like we're recording an album, a full album or something. This is a live mix. Listen to the drums. I really like the drum sound. In our room, the drum sound got a little weird this week, but I'm getting closer in the live stream to a good drum to really liking the drums, and I like the drums right now. This is Maddox on the drums. I don't know Maddox. He is one of our youth drummers. Not our only youth drummer. He's our only youth that drums. We have one more training, but I bet check this out. Listen to this. Listen to these drums. Okay, the drums. I don't know. For some reason, in all of the mix the snare drum, it's a hard thing for me to get a good snare drum I love. I actually loving our snare drum. We're gonna fix the bass drum a tad. The snare drum is just so good. It sounds so good to me. Everybody has their own opinions on snares and stuff like that. Let's see what we got. That was Robbie. Let's see. Let's listen to this song. Where are we at here?
My sin was great, your love was greater.
Okay, on this part, I think I had Derek's harmonies up too loud. My bad.
The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a powerful name it is, and nothing can stand against. What a powerful name it is, the name of Jesus. And you have no rival, and you have no equal, and now and forever, God, you reign, and yours is the kingdom.
Good, man. Maddox is going at the drums on that, and he's doing all the toms. And they all sound pretty good. So the drum mix is good here. Sounds live. Sounds good. The bass foundationally was pretty good this week. Vocals were good. I could have had Derek's harmonies down there a little bit. Electric guitar was pretty verby this week. I was trying something a little different. I like it. I don't like it. Both. I like it a little. I don't like it a little. It just depends. Let's keep listening. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking those drums, you know. I'm liking how those drums come through. I'm liking the boom on the floor tom. I like the snap and the kick, the punch of the snare is right. Let's go into Logic in this session. Let's go into Logic and let's look at what I did in rehearsal. I think I can pull the series here. So let's that's it. The CAD 95. Don't buy all the CAD 95s up, people. Don't buy them all up. I want to buy them myself. So I'm going to go ahead and load Logic. Ask you guys if you have any questions. Put your questions in the comments. Even if this is not live, even if it's after, you're watching after, then you can always put your questions in the comments sections and I'll try to answer them. Let's go to I'm going to my desktop now. I'm going to load up Logic and then we'll just kind of look at Logic. I'm going to do a very quick Logic kind of, I'm going to show you the drums. I'll show you Derek's mic. I'm not going to get real in depth, but you can kind of see how I was mixing in Logic here. If it'll pull the file, and it's happening live. It's happening all at once. And if you're mixing at Spring Hill, if you're at one of my mixers who's mixing at Spring Hill with me, then all right, we don't want this. I know that it's gonna show input 2. Okay, that's fine. +7 input 3. All right, so let's here's my Logic stream, what it looks like. And I'm going to pop this down and make it big screen so you can see it. I'll get my face off here. Spot like that. All right, so this is the Logic stream, and this is the loop that I had during, I can't remember if it was during practice or, let's listen and I'll be able to tell. Okay, so this is in fact practice, and you can listen to a few things. Let's see if I can get the stereo out up there a little more. All right, good. So I record just a chorus or so during rehearsal. This is what I have today. It's pretty good. So let's listen to the drums by themselves if we have the drums and the cymbals here. That's what the drums are sounding like. They got a lot of verb on them, a little bit of room mic. Here's my room mic. Oh, that's the room mic coming through there. The reverb. So that's the drums dry, and And then here's the verb. Listen to the dry drums here. That's good. Fun. Actually, listen to the whole mix dry. Let's listen to the whole mix dry. So this is no room, no reverb, totally dry. Then I just put the reverb in the room. Yeah, this is so much reverb on the... There's the guitars clean. Actually, yeah, so his guitars were really, really verby anyway, no matter, even if I added some verb. Here's what I did to the guitars. I tried to calm down the middle of the guitars. It's probably a lot. I mean, here's in the mix. All right, so if I have the drums and the cymbals, and then if I have Maddie's vocal and the bass guitar. This is the way this is the way I'm mixing on the live stream and in the live room. So I'm putting the drums in, the bass guitar in. We talked about this building mix, and then the lead vocals on top with the snare. So the snare and the lead vocal should be in a straight line pretty much together. So when you hear them together, they sound like they're together. Then you can add in an acoustic. Little piano. But you notice how nothing that I'm doing here, adding in a little piano, adding in a little acoustic, is changing the text, the foundation of the mix and where the vocals are in the mix. That's not changing anything because now we add in the electric guitar, which is pretty hot, pretty. So that's pretty good. That's what I have right here. So you have what you have to work with. No matter what, you're gonna have a drummer and a bass player. No matter what's happening, and this isn't a mixed tutorial. I'm gonna go into another live video today in the next 10 minutes. And thank you for saying love the show you're following. I'm gonna go into another mix example because this is a really good, sonically good set to talk to my guys who are gonna be training for Spring Hill Mix. And I'm going to go ahead and talk to them about this, about building this mix. I'm going to build it out right here on the channel in the next 5 minutes. So let me know if you like the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Also, remember, you can always join at worshiptheking.com. If you join there, you can get all the tutorials and all the stuff. And I have free, absolutely free downloads of my mix template. I'm going to put this mix template up, I think, with this little 2-minute piece of music so that you can actually practice mixing just with what I'm doing. That is what's going up on the website today. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next video in about 10 minutes.